Hello, welcome back. Trying to finish this. Hopefully this is it. I've turned up the volume just a bit, but I might have to turn it back down again. This is where the credits come up. I'm surprised there's a save point here, but yeah, makes sense, right? So now you're just watching all the stuff. Just the credits. But yeah, I guess they needed the Does it look blurry? It's hard to tell sometimes. I mean, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, they need a credit save point here because it's a lengthy game. I don't know what I'm saying. Turn that down to 22. Might have to turn it down more. If I remember correctly, most of the main music, not main music, most of the copyrighted music appears. Oh, what? That's why. Like, something ain't look right. That explains it. $1080p. Maybe I'm imagining, because I don't think it really makes a huge difference for your perspective, because you're watching at 720. What was that? Did I see something on there? Oh, it's just climb. Yeah, the whole thing just sort of resets after I reinstalled the game, and I didn't change any of the settings until I started playing. I was like, something doesn't look right. I was gonna say something. What was it? It wasn't about the save point. It was about... It must be about the settings, and there's not much to talk about in the settings. Isn't the music supposed to kick in about now? And he's gonna teleport back. And he's gonna teleport back again.
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions.
When you were young, you used to have bad dreams. You cried about them all the time. The truth is, those weren't your dreams. They were mine. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamt of the beach. Not just while
Hold up. Oh, no.
sleeping. In my waking hours, too. In my dreams, I watched the world end. So many times. Countless past extinctions that decimated life on this planet. Again, and again, and again. At first, I didn't understand what I was seeing or why. And that wasn't the worst of it. There were other, more terrible dreams. Dreams of death and destruction. Of a massive extinction to come. Like this one. And I would always be the one to end it all. To bring about the last stranding. As I have today.
Keep thinking, didn't we just do this one? No, it's different than the one that when she was at the beach and she gave us the gun, but that was the one which had all the whales. Hideo Kojima wrote all this. This is amazing how he managed to write all this stuff. Oh, Kenji Yano as well. They have a person designing the title specifically. All the screenshots that are taken was at 1080p. How would you design a level for a game like this? Like, how would you design levels for open world game? Tired, Sam?
The first operation, I was only 20. I opened my eyes and found myself on the beach. But the moment I came round, I was back in the hospital bed. I was split across two worlds. Bridget, my Ha in that one. Amelie, my Ka in this. Somehow, the two of us managed to coexist. Soon, our ages began to diverge. Only Bridget's body got older, while the beach kept Amelie's the same. So I came up with a story. I told people that Amelie was my daughter. A daughter with a debilitating condition and an absent father. Look. Amelie. Is French for soul. A soul that's a lie. There was no Amelie. Only me and the beach. I thought it was a curse in the beginning. But later, I started thinking, maybe I can use this. I tried to find out more about the beach. Because understanding the beach had to be the key to interpreting my visions of the future.
Still am not quite sure if I should be switching between. I don't even know if I'm supposed to. Should have restarted the whole thing after setting it to 1440p. I can't believe I've been playing at 1080p. Goes to show. It's hard to tell, right? I still don't quite get it. She says she's the beach, but then there is an actual person in the real world. But then, what is it? There's another version of herself that's here. So, which one? The one that's here, is that the beach? Or another version? Maybe I'm making it more complicated than it should be. What if I sat down? Nope. The endless beach. I'm just running around. I forgot how long. Oh wait, here we go.
I realized the beach was connected to the world of the dead, which meant that somewhere out beyond it were the memories of time itself, including those of every organism that had ever lived. 4.6 billion years of biological history, a history that might even stretch back to the creation of the universe. The chiral network and everything that followed was born from my pursuit of that knowledge. By passing data through the beach, we were unbound by the restrictions of time. Simulations that would have taken years or more were simple and effortless. Everything that the Earth had lost and forgotten could be reconstructed and reclaimed. But shortly after we began our research, America saw its first void out. I thought I was running out of time, that my nightmares were becoming a reality. So I raced to complete the chiral network as quickly as possible. The past held all the answers. If only I could find a way to piece them together. A network that bridged our world and the beach. That might do it, I believed. So I started researching bridge babies, children bound to the world of the dead. What causes an extinction entity to come into being? What was the reason for the previous 5 mass extinctions? The answers to those questions would tell me how to stop the 6th. I founded bridges, more determined than ever to build a chiral network that would cover all of America. But the longer I fought my war against the inevitable, the weaker I became. My Ha had cancer. The beach's punishment, maybe, for not playing along like a good little EE. And then, just like that, my Ha was gone. I couldn't finish what I'd started. So, I asked you to do it for me. And you did. You helped us complete the network. Helped us to reclaim everything the universe experienced from its inception to this moment. Every mystery was ours to solve. Like this one. Once, there was an explosion. A big bang that gave birth to time and space. Thing is, it was more like a big fluke. All that matter and antimatter should have canceled itself out, leaving nothing. But somehow a tiny speck of matter survived. Just enough. Enough to make this world and everything in it. A world that shouldn't be, a world out of balance. Order inevitably gives way to chaos. Everything that lives must inevitably die. It's like the universe is trying to return us to the nothing we came from. Maybe the Big Five were its best attempts to finish us off. But somehow, life always managed to survive just enough. Enough to thumb its nose at the will of the cosmos. You know, I'm starting to think that extinction might be the key to overcoming total annihilation. It forces life to fight to survive, to endure, to exist. That's why the Big Five ultimately rekindled life instead of extinguishing it. From the ashes of the dead rise the living. Stronger and wiser. Inheritors of the legacy of existence itself. They defy the universe and refuse to surrender. They say, we're just getting started. Extinction is an opportunity.
So, like, I thought EE, the extinction entity, was something that was born out of this place. But she referred to herself as EE. Like, she was from the real world. Has she been designated as the EE once she opened the connection to the beach? I don't quite get it. Yeah, beyond me. I think I try to come up with like my idea and thoughts and speculations before. I think I made a mistake somewhere. I'm sure I made a big mistake. Might have to read up on it again. I'm exhausted watching him just keep on walking, running.
Pulled the trigger twice that day. I knew at once I'd made a mistake. I found your beach and looked everywhere for you. Sam. There you are. You want to go home? Let's go home. I wanted to set you free from death once and for all. It's okay. I know the way. But in doing so, I upset the fundamental balance between life and death. I just wanted to save you. I am an extinction entity. It's my fate to lead our species to extinction. But that moment, you became part of that fate. You became a repatriate, and dooms started spreading my nightmares to others throughout the world. It was me that got you and everyone with dooms into this. Not long after, the Death Stranding occurred. The dead clung to our world, and BTs used my beach to cross over and devour them, triggering more void-outs. A catalyst that would set the world on a path to extinction. It was my duty to serve as a sacrifice, to wait and watch it unfold from this beach. That, or hasten the last stranding and end this slow death. Given these, my only options, I chose to end it quickly. But to trigger the last stranding, I needed you, a part of me. here too. I would be able to witness extinction consummated with you by my side. But now that you're here, there's another choice. You can cut me off. An EE doesn't have that option for itself. But in my nightmares, I saw another future. One that you chose. One where extinction is hope against total annihilation.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Music's gonna kick in. We're gonna have to turn that down. Sorry, folks. Was it 5, was it? I think it was 5. Hopefully that's sufficient. Maybe I have to completely turn off the audio. Wait, who's Oh. It's gonna go through the entire soundtrack. I was wondering who's Die Hardman? No. Is it Die Hardman? Never mind. Never mind. This is gonna take a while. I don't really have any theories. I mean, it's like they present you this idea and you sort of have to put together, well, not just an idea, several ideas in there, right? And concepts and terminologies, and you sort of have to piece together the whole thing yourself, in a way. Of course, I'm not expecting them to hand it to me on a platter. I mean, the fun part is trying to figure it out. This is a pretty cool credit. Like, you won't be able to see the epilogue until you get through all this. I wonder how long it took for him to write all this. There's something that I didn't quite like in regard to the landscape environment. There's bits where you go to the snow area, and then it feels like there's an abrupt change between the snowy area and the non-snowy area. It doesn't like sort of gently change. It's sort of similar to how it's been done in Horizon Zero Dawn, but I think with Horizon Zero Dawn, that was like much older than this. It's the same engine, Decima, but I don't know if it's because of how they've designed it. Like quite a few big open world games where there's snow involved, areas of snow, and then there's areas that doesn't have any snow. For those, it feels like there's a gentle change between two areas. It doesn't seem very abrupt. That makes sense. And then, oh, I think it's still pretty dang loud, isn't it? I get a feeling I'm gonna get completely blocked out. I mean, it's a good song. I recommend people listen to it. I mean, that's, you know, you're into this old song soundtrack. I would say, I don't know if I have the entire soundtrack. It came with this game, right? Maybe not the whole lot. But yeah, I mean, that's a very, very minor criticism about the snow thing. It's just a personal stuff. Like, I'm somewhat obsessed about landscape I mean, in games, how it's presented. Not like I'm not a professional or anything like that. I have like zero background in it. It's just what I like in an aesthetic sense. There's things about it which is pretty cool in terms of how the character interacts with the landscape, the environment. I think that's the main thing, but they have to make that on point because this is a game about climbing, walking, running, carrying things. So, you know, you really don't want to have character that seems like they're floating off the ground a few inch. So they're really on point with that, how the interaction between the character and the landscape. And that's very impressive. Very impressive. And there's nothing quite like this. It's not really a combat game. It's not really a stealth game. And to be able to do that with this level of fidelity, quality, it's very impressive. Like, I'm glad it's not like a combat based game or stealth based game. But this is saying it after playing it for like 40 plus hours. Oh no, I've turned off the volume. Hang on. Can I get it back? Let's turn back up. Because there's going to be some talky bits.
A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play. Listen, Sam. I was the one that brought you and Cliff together again. There was something I wanted you to know. You were never abandoned. And you're not alone. Don't you see, Sam? You have to live. Don't give up. you're still connected.
For too long have we lived as strangers to one another, divided by walls built to keep us safe. But now, with the completion of the Cairo network, we may at last move forward as a people united. Today, we come together to celebrate the birth of a new nation. A new nation for a new world. The United Cities of America. I once took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And though that proud republic may be no more, we remain. And so, as your president, I hereby swear to support and defend you, the people. Let there be no more walls between us, nor masks to hide who we are. Let there be a new America. An America where we can face one another, where we can speak our minds and open our hearts. Now, the old ways die hard, but I believe, my fellow Americans, that we have the strength and the courage to rise above our past and embrace our future. The Death Stranding is a part of that past. An enduring shadow, a constant reminder of what could have been. That we stand here today is testament, not to the greatness of any one individual, but to our capacity to come together, to the bonds between us, to our collective greatness. All things must come to an end, ourselves included. But as long as we savor each moment, find joy in the promise of tomorrow, embrace hope, and reject despair, we will endure. President Bridget Strand and her daughter, Samantha America Strand, sacrificed everything in their pursuit of hope that we, the people, might be whole again. That they are not here today to see the fruits of their labor fills us all with a profound sadness. But we find comfort in the knowledge that their memories will live on in the Cairo network and in our hearts. We will always remain connected. There's another hero in this story. One whose achievements seem destined to go unrecognized. America still needs that hero. That person without whom we would not be here. Now, the name is unimportant, but you know who I mean. And for that unsung hero, I have a message. It was you who brought us together. You who made us whole again. And while you and I will eventually pass on, we will be...
Going somewhere, Sam? Tired of being the unsung hero?
No, I'm done is all. She's gone.
Come on, wait. There's something I need to tell you. Huh. This doesn't bother you anymore? Well, that's great. Now, wouldn't you like to know how we brought you back from the beach? We were going to use the doll, but didn't have one handy, which is when I remembered something else.
Not what I think it is.
Yes. What could be more connected to Amelie's beach than President Strand's umbilical cord? Hartman thought that's why she left it with me in the first place. Unfortunately...
It didn't work.
Yeah, she'd already cut her beach loose. It was just gone. We didn't know if that meant she dragged you into the great beyond or sent you to some other beach. We were really racking our brains. Hartman and Mama split up and started searching every beach you might feasibly have washed up on. We looked for a month with absolutely nothing to show for it.
A month on the outside. How long on the inside?
Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to know. But don't worry. We found no signs of accelerated aging. In the end, this is what led us to you. Just when we were about to give up, Die Hardman reminded us about the revolver. So, we tried to follow it, and it led us to a far corner of your own beach. And bingo, there you were. Mama made visual contact first. She was able to see you from her vantage point on the other side. She informed Lochna via their connection, and Hartman confirmed your location during his subsequent NDE. The plan was for Fragile to, in essence, slingshot Lou and me to your position so we could rescue you. But it's not so easy to send multiple individuals to another person's beach for an extended period of time. And that's where the umbilical cord came in. We wove these from President Strand's DNA. They serve as a single knot that binds us all. The President must have known all of this would happen. Ironic, isn't it? The gun that set this whole mess in motion ends up being the key to saving you.
Amelie, she said it had another purpose.
Not a weapon, but a lifeline. A stick that became a rope. I suppose that's one way of putting it. Oh, Sam. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to give you a hug. Got something else to tell you. Top secret. It's about Cliff. BB's mother's name was Lisa Bridges, Cliff's common-law wife.
Lisa Bridges?
Now, Cliff was killed by a man identified in the records only as John. Former U.S. Special Forces. Quite good at it by all accounts. Later appointed as an aide to the president, who used him for most of her wet work. The records go on to state that he vanished after Cliff's death. A warrant was put out, but he was later found dead. Turns out some people die harder than others, though. Dear John donned a mask and reappeared with a new identity. But you can't fool the chiral network. We restored the old records, and Mama hid them deep in the archives. You're the only one, besides us, with access privileges. Take a look if you're so inclined. But don't say I didn't warn you. The President's got some dirty, dirty laundry. I don't trust him, but I'll work with him if that's what it takes. We'll talk later.
Sam. I don't expect you to forgive me. But would you hear me out? I killed Captain Clifford Unger. I would tell you I did it for America. For love of country. But I didn't. I did it for her. Because I loved her with all my heart. She was everything to me. Everything. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses. I just want you to know that not a day's gone by when I haven't thought about it. Time didn't help. Or the mask. Please, let me finish. The captain, saved my life. You know why they call me Die Hardman. Because he wouldn't let me die. He brought my sorry ass back home every time. And I loved him as much as I loved her. And when he stared me down, that ghost, I knew he was here to kill me, to make it right. And why shouldn't he? Why didn't he? He couldn't save his kid, his baby. And that's what brought him back. I guess when he saw I was trying to do my part for America, he remembered who he was. And he forgave me. God! But I don't deserve it, God damn it! There is no atoning for what I've done. God! But maybe this is the next best thing. Maybe he brought me back from the beach for a reason. One last time. He wanted me to do this. To keep on being Die Hardman.
No. He didn't. Nobody wants a president who acts like they're immortal. And if you're not scared of death, how can you value life? And life is pretty fucking fragile right now. And yeah, the old ways die hard. But that's what's gonna have to happen if we're gonna come together and build a better America. That gun won't help you here. That's her words, not mine.
Thank you, Sam.
Hey, Sam. Been waiting for you.
Lou? Dead?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least. The decommissioning order finally came through. Can't risk necrosis. The body can't stay here. I thought you might want to take care of it. You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. And there are laws about that kind of thing, now that we're a nation. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But if the alternative is defying the president, I can't do that either. Not me.
All right. I'll go to the incinerator.
Before you leave, I'd like to check something quickly. I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. I trust you'll remember what I said.
Right. Absolutely. Thanks for everything. How's the weather?
Don't think you'll be needing an umbrella. I decided to follow my father's dream after all. Don't worry. I won't get mixed up with any terrorists this time. UCA's got my back. We're the first private delivery company to get the official approval.
Sounds like you're moving up in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. Wait. There's something I have to tell you. I didn't shoot Higgs. Couldn't pull the trigger. So I let him choose. death or eternal solitude on the beach.
Fair enough. You never did like breaking things.
That's right. I find and fix what's broken. And reconnect. I'm fragile.
But not that fragile.
Wanna come work for me? Could use a man like you.
The world's still broken. Same as before.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
Not everyone. Not me.
Come on. You put America back together, didn't you?
Doesn't mean there's a place for me. I've got no ties to anyone or anything. I might as well be dead. I felt like that when we first met in the cave. I still do.
Don't act like you're the same person. You've learned how to touch, to feel. You've connected with people. With us.
Everything I touch, I lose.
Sam!
Come on, Lou. One last delivery.
Yeah, it's quite emotional. I know I didn't say anything much. Oh, was he wiping away his tears just now? One last delivery. The hardest. Oh. We're gonna have to turn it down, I'm sorry. But you're welcome to play along in your on your side. Or maybe play the soundtrack on your side. It's a beautiful song. It matches the scene. I don't know how to even describe it, this entire experience. It's different for when I'm playing it after, like when I did it the first time, it was every day I was playing it, just about every day, and just kept trying to get through it. And then at the end of it, I was so exhausted. And it was a different feeling than this. But because I played it after that, you know, I know what to expect. But yeah, doing this now, I still have that feeling, even though it's not the first time. It's so cool where the camera just pans back. Can't be collected. Like I know what's gonna happen. Even then, it still feels quite painful. I thought there was a bit. Wasn't there a cutscene with what's his name? Cliff? Wasn't there a story with Cliff? Like showing what happened? Or was it somewhere else? I've forgotten about it. Hmm. That's vivid. I'm curious what Kojima's gonna do next. Like, there's rumors that there might be a second Death Stranding game, but I think he's gonna do something else. BB? Lou? Yeah, I'm gonna sound like someone's just cut up onions. I don't know why. I know what happens in this game. I still get really emotional about it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Manolia, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm just trying to finish this off because I forgot to capture this gameplay a long time ago. And maybe take some screen caps while I'm at it. Oh. I mean, there are certain places, I mean, a lot of places look really cool in this game. I forgot how to use the ropes. Thanks, Igor. Igor. Is there any more soundtrack? I'll turn it back up. I know at the end there is music. I'll have to make sure before I get there to turn it down again. Sorry about that. Whoops. Output. You getting the likes. The toughest journey. I remember I think it was my first time coming up here, and there were BTs. I was like, what the? It freaked me out big time. Is this a easier route? And here we go. I'm gonna have to mute myself. Oh no, I can't change the audio.
All right. I guess we're here. You still with me, Lou?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least.
Well, thanks for everything.
Child's special. One of a kind.
A BB candidate.
Either that, or
A sacrifice.
a foundation. A bridge.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm gonna take you wherever you want to go. Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you?
Captain, what are you doing here?
My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year.
The Void out. In Manhattan. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were the husband.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
This is a woman in a mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
I have a duty to protect our country. Lies are an unfortunate necessity.
President gave me the highest level access privileges. I've used them to manipulate the security system. We have 5 minutes before it resets, sir. 5 minutes to talk. Off the record. Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. You were my commanding officer, but I swore an oath to the President to protect her and the country at all costs. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home. Back then, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was some kind of action hero. But I'm not the hero. You are, sir. You're the reason I'm still alive. And it's past time I paid that debt. They're moving your son to a new facility tomorrow. You'll never see him again. He'll serve as the foundation of a new communications network. A sacrifice for a nation that no longer exists. I wrote down everything you need to know. It was the only way to keep it off the system. Burn it when you're done. The rest is up to you, sir. I believe this belongs to you, sir. Now, I can't terminate your wife's life support from inside her room. System won't allow it. So, this is the only other option. An alarm is set to go off if she flatlines. I've rigged the system to spoof her vitals. But you won't have long. 5 minutes, tops. Don't hesitate, sir. This is the only chance you'll get.
Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. I promise you. My animal, Lisa. I'm sorry. BB. BB. BB, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
Oh yeah, that's where it came up. I was wondering where that cutscene was. Oh. I thought it was broken. Alright, I don't know at what point I should turn down the volume, or maybe I should just turn down the entire audio of the game. I mean, there's a way for me to do that. What was the oh, I thought it automatically came up. Let's put that in. There we go. I thought the platform was gonna raise and I'm gonna put it on the platform before.
I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it.
face! Hey, put it down! Drop it! Put it down!
Back off. Back off!
Get him! Don't do it! I'll handle this. I'm sorry, Captain. Don't! You got it! You two! Stay there! And hold your fire!
Thanks for trying, John.
Stop! Step aside, sir, or we'll be forced to open fire. It's a dead end. He's trapped. Security will take it from here.
I'm sorry, Lisa. I screwed it up. I've ruined everything.
This room is off limits. No one goes in. But he's in there, sir. I saw him. You saw him all. Now check the other way. Go! Yes, sir.
No. Open it up. He's inside.
Move, dumbass.
BB. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you.
See the sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn out, there's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love
found out I was gonna be a father, I was so scared. Scared of what it would mean. I had to be there for you and your mom. No matter what. I couldn't just go off and get myself killed anymore. Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't.
Get off of him! Now!
I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave. I'm sorry. Sorry it took me so long.
Captain, look at you.
Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Oh my god.
Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John.
Let it go. Please!
Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
You told me your name was Sam Porter. But you're Sam Bridges. My son. My bridge to the future. Without you, I was just like any other Cliff. A dead end. No way forward. Nothing but an obstacle. Looking on at the world people like you were trying to build. Dividing people was the only thing I was ever good at. But not you, Sam. You bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. And mine. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
Is this me?
Not BB too.
No, 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 no! Sam. There you are. You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay. I know the way. There you are. Welcome back.
You understand his days as a BB are over, now that his connection to the other side has been severed.
It was me who cut the cord. So yes.
A deathless repatriate in the world of the living. Should we decommission him?
up!
Wake up. Ew.
Well, and that's it, eh? It's a bit of a shock to hear my voice after all that time. I'm gonna get content ID, don't I? I can't even skip this, so I'm gonna have to mute this. Sorry about that, I have to mute that down. Can I even, nope. I can't even navigate to my next screen to turn it down the music, to turn down my audio on OBS Studio. I'm gonna figure out a way of turning down the volume using quick keys instead of just completely shutting it off. Wow, after all this time, it's still quite emotional. Quite emotional. I haven't seen that because I've seen other people's reaction. And then it's been a very long time and I watched it now. I was like, whoa. I mean, it didn't hit me as strongly as the first time playing it, of course. I mean, that's obvious. But yeah, it's still really strong. Like, I still don't know what's going on after all this time. I figured that the BB that was sent back was Sam, but I thought he grew up in the beach, didn't he? With I forgot her name. This the EE that's looking after her. She sent him back, right? But he wasn't classified as a BB anymore. That's the one that got shot because he's the son of Cliff. This BB is a different BB. It's hard to, yeah, that's the rough idea. I mean, I'm somewhat sure that it's correct. But I guess Sam is able to travel back and forth to the beach and sort of grew up. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but yeah, it's somewhat clear that Cliff is the father. This music, next level trust issue. You can't even skip through this. Yeah, I'm curious what Kojima's gonna do next. I hope if he does do the, I know I'm talking about the whole landscape thing again, because I'm really big on the whole landscape design. I hope they try to blend it in a bit more with the snowy area. CD Projekt, what? How are they involved? Adam Badowski. I didn't know CD Projekt was involved in this. Huh. Oh, is it the... Oh, that's because there's like the bike or something like that, or some mission that was involved. That it's like a crossover between Cyberpunk and this, isn't it? I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. Like, I'm just wondering what he's gonna do next. Like, is it still gonna have this sort of traveling around carrying stuff thing? I don't think so. But it seems like a system that he's already got in place. Either build on it or do something completely different. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Took me a long time to get back to this. Oh, this music. I'll just give you a quick preview. Is this gonna get me? There. A quick. I hope that doesn't get me copyright claim. I remember one of the games I played. I put it over to YouTube. It's like less than 5 seconds. I got pinged for that. I'm like, what? I think it was a COD game. It's mad. I couldn't even hear the music. It was like in the middle of an action bit. I'm like, how does it pick that up? Yeah, the music's... It just fits this so well. There's like a hopefulness to it all. I figured I had to mute the credit bit. I'm glad I turned up the volume for the rest of that stuff. I did miss one of my one of the playthrough that I did want to play, like part 2, part 3, I don't know, one of the parts. I forgot to back it up. It's like it had a lengthy cutscene in it as well with the president talking. Like, dang it. I think it's just before he goes on his lengthier mission before the tutorial stuff. So annoyed and I didn't back that up. There's a lot of situations like that. It's my fault because I always, wait to the last minute to back it up and then it's gone from Twitch. It's kind of mad that I have like over 1,000 streams. I mean, they're not long. But yeah, feel free to play that music on your side while this is running. I think there's like a app or plugin or something that allows people to listen to a external version of the music or something, syncing it. So I don't know if it's not SoundCloud. It's not SoundCloud. It's something else like Spotify or something like that connects to it, and then you get to hear it, and I'll get to hear it, but it doesn't play live. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Oh, that's right. So you got Beyond Two Souls to try to finish. And I think I really messed that one up big time. I don't know if there's like different ways of playing, like different endings. Porter's connected with. Thank you to all the porters out there. Yeah, Cyberpunk. I think it's to do with the bike and maybe some of the missions to those bike. Maybe it's just sort of like Half-Life 2 stuff. There's like a Half-Life 2, or is it the Portal sort of Easter egg? Yeah, I hope to see more with the Decima engine other than Horizon. Wondering if Kojima will use the Decima engine for all his games in the future. I'm turning the volume back on.
Louise.
I think that's it, isn't it? I think the next bit is we're back at one of the base area. There's nothing else, I think, if I remember correctly. Sorry about the noise in the background. I'm trying to think if I should edit out one of the previous, no, like before this I did another stream of this game early on a couple hours ago, and I had to do a BRB, and that was there for a long time. Don't know if I need to edit it out. I feel like I need to edit it out. But editing stuff on YouTube is such a pain. 6 tumbles. NPCs gave me 26,000 likes. Nice. 10,000 from players. Be interested to see what he does next with the sort of asynchronous style of play. I think that's what it's called. Where players can leave things behind in the world. Oh. Oh yeah. So we go back to before it all happened. That last bit. And that's it. So this is where you can do all the post-game, post-story stuff.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Well, look who's awake. Morning, Sam.
Whoa.
You'll be happy to hear your vitals have stabilized, and that you're well on your way to recovery. Not that it's your fault, but what I wouldn't give to trade places. We're all stuck in the president's office, working like dogs to get everything ready in time for the inauguration. But at least one of us is still free as a bird. You should head out. Make the most of it. Could even do some orders if you wanted. Might do you good to get back in the game. You may recall it was raining buckets back when you left for Amelie's Beach. We took a real beating at the time, but we've done our best to service the structures and vehicles in the area. So you know, any cargo that was stored in your private locker at a damaged facility should have been transferred to your private locker here at this distro center. Anyway, busy or not, we'll still be on the end of the line if you need us. And if you want some alone time, we should be able to manage for now. Just make sure you're back in time for the big day, all right? See you then. Hey, Sam, you sure you don't have any unfinished business?
Yeah, he's got loads of unfinished business. Capital Knot City, eh? Right, this is it then. I'll just save, and that's it for this game. It's been fun. I don't know if I'll be coming back to this. I might. I don't know. Sometime way in the future. To do all the, I don't know, just delivering stuff and that's it. I can't think of anything else. I need to clear up some space. And then I gotta finish off AC Valhalla. I'm getting very near to the end. And then after that, yeah, just try to get through Red Dead 2. For those of you that are interested in watching me play Red Dead 2, I'm just gonna focus on the main quest line because that game's massive. I might do some side stuff, we will see. I don't think I'll be able to finish Red Dead 2 within this year. Does he need to use the toilet or the shower? We'll let him use the toilet before we log out. Feel kind of bad. Skip it. What else do you need to use? That one? That's it, dude. Oh, good. Use the sink. I'm trying to think. I've got time to play AC after this. I've probably got like 30 minutes. I don't know. It'd be quite a change of pace. Oh. He didn't even wash his hands after using the toilet. You like that, Lou? Hey, Lou really likes that one. Alright. That's it for now. Thank you anyone that's lurking or watching this on the archives. I hope you all have a good day or night. Take care. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Oh, hey, Ramon, I'm just finishing up. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just, yeah, I'm just finishing up on this. I'll try to get back on in about 5 minutes just to play a bit more Valhalla. Yeah. Pop in right at the very, very end. I'll try to get back on. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hopefully. If not, I'll see you later. You have a good one, Ramon. You take care.